Hello and welcome back to Tropicana. This week we are doing a speed build for a bridge. This is my first speed build, so don't judge. I'm very bad at terraforming. It is not my forte, but we will see how we go. I saw some pictures on Pinterest and Instagram and that sort of thing of like those really long bridges that when you walk it's like forest either side and it looks like you're in the treetops. Well, that's what we are going to create today. So I cleared all this space, pretty much this is where the bridge is going to go. I cleared all back there, which I did have meringue and a tree farm for a while, but then I didn't like it because I'm like, well, I want the bridge. The theme I'm going for with this island is a lake natural vibe situation, I guess. I did have a cottagecore island before this, which if you haven't seen my island tour from that one, I'll link it in the little eye and I'll link it down below. But yeah, I kind of went away from that. I got a bit bored of it. This happens quite regularly. I get very sick of my island very quickly. I haven't even finished designing my lake island and I'm ready to change it. It's kind of a problem. So here we go, just gonna build the base, I guess, so that I have somewhere to actually put my bridge because I need it on the 3rd level. So just enjoy my little person building. Okay, so I'm just checking my map there because I am a person who doesn't like too straight of lines on my island. I don't know what it is. I just prefer it if it's more round, has more of a flow to the island. As you all know, I love everything to connect, so there's multiple ways out of things. And yeah, I didn't like the idea of straight lines, which is a bit like pointless considering the bridge is a straight line, but that's different. You'll see at the end how it turned out alright. So at this point I'm still just figuring out my base level really. You'll see this changes eventually because I did it wrong and I have stairs and everything in the way. So we'll just see how it goes for now and I'll be back. So pretty much at this point, I liked what was happening. And so I was like, let's add some water, let's add a waterfall. As we all know, I do enjoy my waterfalls, even though they are very noisy. But there's just a lot of checking to make sure I actually like how it's going. And I did, so I continued with this. And then we're gonna go back down. Oh, we have to do a quick stop to Maple, obviously. Oh, thank you. They say this to me all the time, and I don't understand what they mean by it. Is it because I have like the rosy cheeks on? Or is that the only, someone please let me know, is that the only makeup they're talking about? Because I have nothing else on my face. It just confuses me very much. Anyway, here I am sussing out my bridge, kind of where I'm gonna put it, making sure it's long enough that it has the effect that I'm actually after. And now we're just gonna build. So please enjoy. So at this point, I'm just testing to see if I like it being too wide or if I wanted to make it 3. Just because for ease of running across, but we'll see. I think at this point I realized I needed to get rid of all this stuff that I just built up before. Oh, I told you I'm not very good at terraforming. It confuses me, but I mean, we get there in the end, so it's okay. It just takes us a really long time to get there, which is fine because it looks good in the end. So we'll see. It's also very hard to work around the stairs at this point. They are kind of in the way and they do need to go. But let's continue. Okay, so at this point I felt I needed more space on the bottom level to be able to really put all my trees and my bushes, really make it very full. And I don't even know the word I'm looking for, just very full and alive and very like foresty, I guess is a way to put it. And so we're just checking that we like the distance. And now we're going to go up and up and up again. I think this is me deciding how far I wanted my bridge to go, where I wanted it to end. And I decided I needed to make more ground over this side too. And I just decided I needed to get rid of the whole thing pretty much. I'm telling you, being indecisive when you're trying to terraform is the worst thing. I kind of knew what I wanted to do with this. Look, I knew I wanted the bridge, and that was pretty much it. I didn't really know how to do it. I was just kind of feeling my way through. And you can definitely tell that it didn't go terribly, but also there was a lot of backtracking, which could have been avoided if you plan out your builds beforehand. I don't like, props to the people who can just go in being like, I'm going to create this and not have to think it through, because that is definitely not me. I need to think it through. I need to have a build plan. I want to know where things go. It's a problem. Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing here is I didn't want it to be, even though I wanted it to be foresty and open, I didn't want it to be too foresty and open that it's going to overtake my island. I already have the problem where Isabel says that all my villagers have a problem with the island being too rural and that there's too many trees, that they're all getting lost. Isabel, that's not my problem. They are animals. They live in the bush. How can they be complaining that it's too woodsy? I don't understand. It really annoys me, which it shouldn't. It's a game, but also I am very, very connected to my villagers, and it just bothers me that I make them all these beautiful spots to hang out and then they want to complain about it. Poppy, you are a squirrel. You live in trees. Like, how can it be too woodsy? Oh, I really need Isabel to just like talk to everybody and be like, yo, these trees are not going anywhere. Get used to them. Maybe leave a trail or something behind. Like, I don't understand. First world problems, I guess. Okay, so at this point, I decided to extend the bridge out. Oh, Maple. She got a present. What is it? I don't know what that is. A hat. Interesting. Thanks, Maple. Always need a hat. Okay, so right now I'm kind of starting to decorate. At least the parts that I actually like of my island. And I have a key form of making it look more fuller than what it actually is. You do the hedges behind, you do the bush to the side, you whack a flower in, and then you use a design on the ground in front of the tree. And it looks so full. That's my foolproof way. And so now I'm pretty much just building out my like stair area and my lookout area, I guess you could call it. So now I decided I needed more space on the ground and I needed more space to the side for my lookout. Got around those edges. Terraforming 101. Round the edges. So I think I was planning on putting a tree there. I'll tell you right now, it doesn't happen. Okay, now right now I'm trying to figure out where I want to put the stairs. And one thing I will always do, which you've probably noticed, is I will lay down usually brown dirt in the spot that I want the staircase. That way I can kind of visualize it and work around it, so I know kind of what's happening and how stuff's going to fit and what the space is going to look like. If you don't do it and you're a bit of a planner or you want to start planning, I would suggest doing that. It just makes it so much easier. Gotta pop the balloon. Always have to pop a balloon when you see it. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe the tree did stay. It looks like I put a lot of effort into it. It would make sense if I kept it. Wow, I just honestly don't remember what I did. But we're gonna go and raid our huge flower collection at the moment. Too many. Originally I had a rainbow flower field, so I'm just overflowing in flowers right now. And all I want is to use the white cosmos, the white roses, and obviously the white hyacinths. But pretty much this is how it is looking so far. We'll check the map. No, we won't. But I'm clearly thinking through an idea right now. But anyway, that was the first part of my bridge build. I don't know how I feel about it at this point. I was questioning it a lot. I don't know. I'm a planner when it comes to my terraforming, and going in without a plan clearly failed me because there was a lot of back and forth that did not need to happen in the slightest. And so, if I can give you any pointers, I hope that if you're like me and you need to plan it, take the time to plan it to make it look good, because it is so much better when you do it that way. But with that, next week we will have part 2 up. It does improve from here. It does. Trust me, it gets a lot better. And you will see the final result in the next one, I do promise. So with that, thank you very much for watching. If you did like this one, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you feel like more Animal Crossing content from the Southern Hemisphere. And I hope you have had a good Christmas. Have a good New Year's if you celebrate any of them. Enjoy